Today, I'm going to be making what I'm going to be calling a stoner sandwich, which is basically just what it sounds like, all right? Do I need to explain more? I don't think so. Let me just show you what I got. All these things you see laid out before your very eyes, I probably got from like like 5 or 6 different locations. So, I've been scrambling a little bit, but my brain is also scrambled. I'm just kidding, it's not. But we have some iced tea. Iced tea is not too common over here, at least like this American stuff. We have some leftover Burger King onion rings. These have been in the fridge since last night. This looks real intriguing. What are these? What is this? These are cheeseburger French fries. Cheeseburger fries, and I believe there's cheeseburger patty, there's cheese. It's hard to see with these crazy sunglasses on, but there's French fries, there's beef, there's cheese, there's onions, there's pickles. Maybe not onions, but I don't know. There's sauce, burger sauce. All right, here's the bread. All right, this is going to be the foundation for the sandwich. Now, you might be thinking, that's some crazy looking bread. It kind of is, but it's really good. I could eat this on its own. You can see that frico on the bottom. This is from a completely different place. So far, everything has been. This is from Paris Baguette, and it's a cheese onion bread. And I could just max this, but I've never tried to make a sandwich out of it. But it looks like it would be a pretty decent vessel for a sandwich. Next, we have a couple G-pies. These are, the Korean fast food, or is it Japanese? I don't know. Loteria's version of G-pie, which is Taiwanese, chicken. It's a very flat fried chicken with some spices and stuff. And I think they used to have a habanero, which I would have gotten, but they're all sold out. So I had to get the reg. It's still going to be good. I feel like these two will fit nicely into this large piece of bread. And a couple long-ass mozzarella sticks. Almost as long as the bread there, but yeah, we got that. And then, just in case, we got some knockoff sriracha. And I don't know, I feel like these right here might be enough sauce. These might contain enough sauce to, create that sauce factor. But if it gets too dry, or if it gets too plain Jane, I will be throwing that on as well. All this food cost me roughly 25 doll hairs. And that's a rough estimate. Maybe more like 25 to 30, I'm gonna say. So, and I'll be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to eat all of this, but let's get to assembling this. Is this too bright? Hard to tell. So I already did pre-cook this bread, as you saw. And I think I'm gonna try to keep the little thin connection in the back. Throw these bad boys on there. Basically a perfect fit. Yeah. Nice. I'm a little bit scared about how this is gonna work here. It's really hot to the touch. I kind of want to show you what's going on in here. So yeah, there are onions, pieces of just a hamburger patty. It looks like, I don't know what all this sauce and cheese is, but it's looking real saucy and cheesy. And I think I'm just gonna go for it, Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here, in case you want to make your own stoner sandwich. But that's the beauty of this. I mean, it's really, you can throw on whatever you want. You know what I mean? Oh, this is getting out of control already. Oh no. My whole plan for keeping that back seam in good condition, I think that's going to go out the window. And this is just going to turn out to be an extremely messy sandwich, but it is what it is. This is almost turning into more of like a drunken sandwich. Cheese sticks or mozzarella sticks going on. I really didn't think about the order. Maybe I should have. I just started piling. And then, last but not least, some onion rings. I wonder how many calories this is gonna be. The thing is, I'm not that hungry. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to detach the top portion of this sandwich, and we're gonna crown it just like that. Would you just take a look at that? Oh, it's leaking out the back. It's never good when you're leaking out the back, but that's what I call a stoner sandwich, man. I don't know. This could actually feed 2 stoners, probably. This is large. Let me try to plate this up so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, I think I got a little bit too ambitious here. But we don't want anything left behind. All this cheesy, meaty goodness. This definitely does kind of almost bridge the gap between stoner and drunken sandwich. But I think sandwiches are just a classic go-to for any stoner out there. Should I? And you know, I'm not promoting any kind of illegal activity here, by the way. But it's legal in many states and countries. So, you know, keep that in mind here. Got the world's worst knife. I'm gonna go for a cut just to make it a little bit more manageable. Usually I don't like doing this. The whole damn cheese stick falling out. Whatever. Here's a cross section. No. Looks pretty good to me. It might need some more sauce, but we'll get into that later. Let's just take a bite and see how this turns out. Oh, damn it. All right. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's amazing. That is no lie. Just an amazing, mighty fine sandwich. A little bit messy. That's the only downfall. But no lie, this tastes amazing. Damn. All right. Shout out to you, Roy, my boy. Layers of flavor. It's all about the layers of flavor. This one has so many damn layers. And when you're taking a bite through it, you can first take it for what it is, just that nice amalgamation of flavors and textures. But then the more you eat it, you do start kind of detecting this and there. There's the French fries, there's the chicken, there's a little beef in the burger sauce, a little cheese, you know, from the cheese sticks and the whatever kind of cheese they were using on those fries. Can't forget about this, which I probably will. But oh my oh my. And then the frico, this kind of burnt cheese on the bottom of this bread. See, this bread is classic. I said I would eat this alone. The only problem is the top is kind of like, it's not so clean. It's not super clean. So, as in there's like cheese and onions kind of baked into the top or something. So you're not going to keep your hands clean, but that's the whole point. I mean, this whole sandwich, it's not going to be a clean eat anyway. I can taste the bread, the onions, double whammy on the onions, onions in the bread, onions in the onion rings. I'll tell you what, that first bite did not need, or that first piece did not need any sauce. No extra sauce needed. Wow. This might be the best sandwich I've ever made, taste-wise. Let me cut off a little bit more. This is one of those where, you know, I don't trust my skills, my ideas when it comes to creating food. I don't have a chef bone in the body really. I'm not really a chef, you know. I can follow a recipe kind of, but and I used to think I was like decent at like cooking some stuff, but then you know, shout out Hot Lemons. I've been around real chefs and seen them cook, and it's completely different than what I do. But this, hot lemons, I challenge you to make something as good as this. This is one where it's like, and that's one of the things about being a chef for me, that I would always be scared of making food and then serving it to people. And if they didn't like it, I would be devastated. If that happened one time, I get so like paranoid, like perfectionist mindset. And that's why I could never be a chef. And the mental aspect, not let alone the skills, the mental fortitude to be back in that hot kitchen for 10 hours, however long. What tangent am I going down? I don't know. Oh yeah. But yeah, this sandwich, I would be almost a little bit proud if you like the same foods that I like to say, hey, try a bite of this. It's surprising myself how good it is. Usually food that I make, I mean, I didn't really make this, I just slapped it together. But I'd have a hard time calling it mighty fine. But right off the bat, I did call it that, so. I'm just trying to give you a glimpse into my mind's eye of how much I'm actually enjoying this right now. It's, wow. All I can say is wow. And I'll go, and you can take some of the spices from that chicken, and every bite is a little bit of a different bite. Loving this, man. Absolutely loving this. I will try a little bit more with the sriracha. Doesn't need it though. Or does it? Sometimes you don't know until you find out. Yeah, no, I'm not. Obviously, I don't smoke. The greenery, I should say. I've been known to smoke a pipe. I've seen like J.R.R. Tolkien, Einstein. But nothing wacky in it. It's highly illegal over here. Very highly illegal in Korea. Korea can be very conservative when it comes to stuff like that. So a lot of people do ask me like, or say in comments like, man, this dude always looks high. Well, I might look it, but I'm not. I haven't done it once this whole time in Korea, over 10 years. I don't know if I've seen it. I've been offered it, I've been offered it, or I've known people who know people who's like, hey, if you want some, like, I got you. Like, nah, I'm good. Nah. I'm not gonna risk it because they take it really seriously. One reason I always look high is probably just, well, because I'm Asian, you know, I got smaller eyes. Let's take these off for a second. Also, my camera is a little bit down. It's like right here. So I'm like kind of looking down at it, so it makes my eyes look even smaller than they already are. So that's probably has something to do with it. And probably just my monotone way of speaking and just chill behavior, I guess. Most of the time, you know, sometimes I get a little bit angry. Go on some rants. Oh, but not usually. All right, let's. Oh no. All right. I think I can shut off this camera right now, probably. But yeah, in Korea, it's highly illegal. Apparently, the law is, well, I think just legitimately, the law is that even if you're a Korean, you can't smoke weed in Korea. But even if you leave and go to a country where it is 100% illegal in that country, you still can't smoke in that country, apparently. And you can't, and so if you come back to the airport, they might drug test you, supposedly. That's what I've heard. I'm like 99% sure it's true. Which I think is pretty insane. Like gambling is one thing too. Like it's illegal to gamble in Korea as a Korean. Non-Koreans like me, I can gamble at a casino if I want. I have done it once, but it's lost a bunch of money. But Koreans can gamble overseas. I'm pretty sure. I don't know all these laws, but I'm pretty sure they can gamble overseas, come back, no questions asked. But with weed, nah, can't smoke weed and come back. Technically, I think a lot of people do, and the tests that you might get at the airport when you come back are probably very rare. Meanwhile, everyone's out here drinking soju, smoking cigs. Basically, you know, living decently long lives, I would say. I think, what tangents am I going on? I don't, okay, let's get back on track. I said, I'm not high. Completely lost it. Oh, so good. Sheesh. But yeah, man, like if you get caught doing it, this plant that grows in the dirt, I'm pro weed. I don't smoke it. I don't smoke weed, but I'm pro weed. It grows in the dirt. And yeah, they just go insane over here. Send you to jail, deport you if you're a foreigner, stuff like that is what I've heard. Maybe they've changed the laws since I've, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I wrote a paper in high school, a 10-page paper, about why weed should be legalized. This was back in probably 2016. 2006. Jeez, I'm getting old. This is in 2006, so this was, yeah, I think it was still not as like, completely legalized in America and states. You wouldn't see dispensaries back then. I think your only chances were either medical, if you had a medical card in some states, or just, illegally getting it. I think there might have been a couple of states that were pretty open to it, but yeah, back in those times, like I wrote like my final paper on that subject. Multiple people in my class did. Should I call that out? May or may not have been the valedictorian of my school. Also wrote the exact same paper. Probably wrote it better than me, since he was the valedictorian, or maybe he was up there. He also wrote the same paper. I think everyone was writing it. Everyone in my hometown, there's nothing to do. Everyone was smoking weed, and that was like maybe the gateway drug. Wow, I'm really just rambling here, but be warned. I'm just gonna ramble. It is what it is. There was a gateway drug, but like everyone was doing it. It was like drinking a beer. Like it's not like mind blowing. That's just. I don't believe in the whole gateway drug thing necessarily, but yeah, no, just everyone's doing it. Every clique, you got the goths, you got the punks, you got the band geeks, you got the people, the athletes, the jocks, the nerds, the popular kids who, everyone's doing it, all right? Like literally everyone. And that's the only thing that brought people together. You'd show up to a party or something, or some kind of gathering, and there'd be like you'd see maybe like top of the class kid, you'd see like a band geek, you'd see like the jocks all just chilling together, brought people together. You know what I mean? But that's not really my point. My point is, I did smoke a lot back in the day until I got caught by my parents in high school. And then I got drug tested. regularly every month. And so, yeah. And then after that, um, I didn't really have much money, but I would when I could. I guess it was illegal at the time, a small misdemeanor, I believe. The things I was doing, I probably would have got slapped with a fine, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't going out and dealing or anything like that. Not even close. I would just buy tiny amounts. Can I talk about this on YouTube? But yeah, I'm getting pretty full. If I had the munchies, I would definitely continue eating. Um, and then that led up to, age 20 through, after I moved out at age 18, then could basically do whatever I want, but I didn't have enough money to do whatever I wanted. So I was just scraping by. 20, 21, age 21 came around, and I was just like, basically in one of the lowest places in my life. Tried to join the army. I've told this story at least once, but I'll go over it again. I tried to join the U.S. Army, infantry. Met up with a recruiter, started doing their little exercises around town and drills and stuff, just with the local kids. I got through the process. I signed a lot of papers. My parents, who were initially not really for it, realized, hey, this might be good for you. And I had no other option. I thought it was the best option at the time. I went to MEPS. I did the ASVAB, 96, humble brag. Actually, that's just a straight up brag. Went to stayed overnight at this hotel, St. Louis. All in. My mindset, I was all in at this point. Like, I want to go shoot. I want to be shooting. I want to be a shooter. And then basically at MEPS, you do the physical, you also get drug tested. And somehow, although I had been clean, because I'd been all in, I was like, all right, I'm going to be dead clean. I was clean as hell, for sure. It was just a standard urine test, which I've done all throughout high school, because I got caught. And I was like, well, way past double, triple, quadruple times the amount passed that I know I should be to be clean on the urine test. But I failed it. And then they were like, well, you're banned. You're banned from the U.S. Army for life. And I'm like, what the? This is the lowest time in my life that I've ever been in my life. And the only thing that is getting me kind of back on the right track here is military. I truly bought into it. I truly believed that this is the best thing that could ever happen to me in life at that point. And I got banned from the Army. And I fought it. Being the recruiter, went up all over the place, here, there, everywhere. And talking to like higher ups, his bosses and their bosses, trying to get me in, but couldn't get me in. So then I was like, then that probably hit the lowest point in my life after that. Actually, that adds. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. No sriracha. But basically, my point is, that wasn't even the worst. I was completely devastated. And that was like the second to worst. Now, I've been through some crazy, it's all relative, but some pretty bad times in my life. And I'm not even giving you close to the amount of details because it might get too graphic, I don't want to scare anybody. But yeah, dude. And then basically I came to Korea, managed to figure out a way to come to Korea. Lived there for about 10 months and then failed that experiment, ran out of money, and had to go back to America. And that was the new low point in my life because I thought I finally found something again. Korea, I said, oh, maybe I can live here. And then nope. So then I was like just super like what the fuck? And then I managed to come back and managed to just skate by the seat of my pants, and now I'm here. So I haven't smoked in based in Korea ever in 10 years, and most of these 10 years have been just legitimately in Korea, unless I'm traveling or something. But well, I'm out. I'm getting full though. But I know that a lot of what I was just saying makes no sense. I went here, I started here, I went there, I zigzagged and everything. So I don't know if any of what I was saying made sense. It might sound like I am high. Maybe now I understand why people think that. But the sandwich is mighty fine. And yeah, I'm for weed. Like it's like it's just better than alcohol. I mean it's safer than alcohol. It's not for everybody. That's for damn sure. I'm not saying everyone should do it, especially if it's illegal. Don't do it, or you're young, or whatever. It's not for everybody. Like for me, a lot of times, and I think what can happen to a lot of people is you don't have a hangover from it. So like you'll smoke all night, you'll get high. Next morning, you feel just normal, like just completely normal. It's not like alcohol. So then you might start waking bacon at some point, and then 3 hours later, then you're doing it throughout the day. Then you're doing it all day, every day, and then it's like, if you can be productive and do that, good on you. But I think that most people would be more productive if they didn't do that. The majority of people. That's just what I think. And so doing it in moderation, just like everything else when it comes to like altering your brain state, I think is probably the best idea. Alcohol, whatever it is. And yeah, no, I mean, what the hell is this video? I think I might be a little bit food high, like food drunk, actually. This is one of those foods that if you eat, I mean, this is a hefty sandwich, a heavy. I ate most of it. This is what we got left. I think I gotta tap out. Don't want to promote overeating or anything, you know, or is it too late? But anyway, yeah. I think I'm food drunk. I'm skating out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.